I don't think many of them are not planning on finishing.
No.
Well, that's a challenge for most of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Lynn Whitty.
It goes back to what we were saying, and then people getting pulled off the river.
Lynn Whitty just turned 70. She's paddling in her
70?
70 now. And she's paddling.
She does not.
No, she does not look.
70.
Her 44th canoe marathon tonight.
Is she in the Hall of Fame yet?
I don't know.
She's got to
be.
How could she not be in the Hall
I
of
don't
Fame?
know if they put active racers in. They usually do the 5-year grace period thing. Yep. You know what I mean? But yeah, she's a shoo-in. She's a first ballot.
They didn't wait 5 years to put Gretzky in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
No, they didn't. No. Some people just go in.
She goes right straight in.
Is Kolka in or not?
Yeah, I believe Jeff has been inducted.
Because he was out of racing for a while. I know he got back in 2 years ago.
Then he got in because family members were talking back into it. His lovely niece Naomi.
Yeah. She's not in the race this year.
No, she is not. Nope.
She is a stunner.
No, she is. I mean, for us to set a record of 51 rookies just 2 years ago, now there's 49 rookies 2 years later.
Yeah.
So you can't count those 51 that were 2 years. So now there's new blood coming into this race every year.
Well, and it's because of the people that come. Who's going to get the bug this year? I see. Keith, you and I were talking about some good-looking 16, 17-year-old kids that just strolled through here, and I'm like, I remember with that look. Yeah.
Yeah, amongst the thousands that are here, who's going to get that bug?
Yeah, somebody's going to see that, and I'm like, that can't be that hard.
Right. Who's the next Jeff Kolka? Who's the next Serge Corbin?
Exactly.
Yes.
Dave Smith and Hayward, the assistant.
Why is
my athletic director at the middle school?
He's racing with Charles in number 35 this year.
And here, Keith.
But ask Dave Smith what attracts him to this race. And this is what you were just talking about, JC. The challenge of seeing how far The challenge of seeing how far I can push my physical and mental limits.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it, right?
And Dave Smith has a podcast, Schmitty's Endurance Podcast. I've seen it a lot on YouTube. He does a nice job with it. Like you said, he's the athletic director at the middle school in Gaylord.
If you've read, I'm sure you read Into Thin Air.
Oh, yeah.
John Krakauer's book. When they talk about, and I actually read Krakauer's book, the second book, about all the blowback that he got about the first book.
That's right.
Yeah.
I read that too.
Yeah. And they say that's a near-death experience. No matter how easy your climb gets and how it comes back, it's a near-death experience.
Right.
And in a lot of ways, shape, and form, this is got to be a near-death experience.
Besides the physical endurance, the other attraction for a lot of people is paddling through the dark.
Yes. Yes. That is such a unique challenge to absolutely go through this race.
It's a little dicey when you lose your light, which happens.
Well, it happens, yeah.
And you got to go through the stump field
I learned something during the sprints here. There's a story in one of the magazines here. Fred Mills and another partner, where the baler got knocked out, and they had to use 5 rolls of Flex Seal tape to tape it up, and it was early in the race, and they still finished the race. That baler, there's a whole lot of water that comes in that boat when that baler falls out.
I got another little note here I want to share. This is boat number 33, Pat Fitzgerald and Neil Sand. Pat Fitzgerald is a athletic trainer from Scotia, New York. Neil Sand from Milton, Vermont. And Neil talks about his most memorable experience. My bow partner asking a lantern on a dock directions, thinking it was a person holding a light. I didn't realize you have to stop and ask directions.
Right, yeah.
The current goes one way.
That's it, right.
The river's, I was going to say, the river's going one way.
If you're paddling upstream, you're doing it wrong.
Even I don't think I would mess that one up. But anything's possible, I guess.
Right, you could get so delirious at some point, you're just like, well, whatever.
Both those guys, one, Pat Fitzgerald started 5, finished 5. Neil Sand from Milton, Vermont, started 4 and finished 4.
Right, under 10 minutes to go, guys. 10 tens of thousands of fans along the banks here.
This is packed, JC. Look at this crowd.
It is absolutely filled up.
They know what time it is now.
You do, yeah. When
Yeah.
you look behind the state police post, or even the back portion there, it's filling up.
Well, Rich, you and I have been talking about this for a couple of weeks. I've never seen Grayling busier ever since the 4th of July.
Right.
Obviously the people that were here then, some of them are not here.
Right.
But every one of the events that we've done this week during Riverfest has had huge numbers.
Good. That's great to hear.
Most of it is about the race.
It is, exactly. Because this is the crescendo, the cherry on top of the whole week's festivities, and they saved the absolute best for last.
Yeah. I mean, we had great music. There will, and by the way, folks, the Q100 music stage is back up and running about 9:20. As soon as that's the other funny thing about this, Keith. You called it the most exciting. Now it's up to like 22 minutes in sports.
Start, yeah.
But how quickly people blow out of here.
Oh, it's a ghost town. At 9:15, everybody's gone.
Yep. The people that know that they aren't going to follow the race or whatever, a lot of people will come in here and grab a bite to eat.
Yeah.
But this hill will be empty.
It will be empty, yes.
And a whole bunch of these folks are going to be at the Mayo